What's up, everyone out there in YouTube world, Facebook world, social media world, the world, wherever you're at these days watching these videos. I'm bringing you a video here today that is going to be the definitive video on what the best concealed carry handgun in the world is. Okay, there's a lot of videos out there about it. A lot of people debate it. A lot of gun stores debate it. People who own guns debate it. You see it on magazines, everywhere else. Everybody's got their own opinion, okay? But I'm going to give you the correct answer, all right? There's only one correct answer. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care what any other videos say or what anybody else. I'm going to raise this a little higher because it looks like you're looking at my nose. Again, I don't edit around here. I just record, I just shoot and upload. All right, so this is it. This is going to be the definitive answer, okay? But before I give it to you, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor, as always. If you like what you see here, click the little bell or click the subscribe button in the corner. Click the bell for your notifications. Give me a like, give me a comment, share, all those kind of things, okay? I'd really like to grow this channel. I got a whole bunch of subscribers in the beginning, and I really appreciate it, but things have kind of slowed down here, so maybe people just don't like what I have to say, so let's change topics a little bit and focus on something that I originally wanted to focus on, which was Second Amendment firearm stuff long before the world shut down and everything kind of veered off into a political thing. So let's get back to what you all really signed up for my channel for, which is to hear MGL's thoughts on firearm related stuff. Okay, so here it comes. The best concealed carry handgun in the world, without a doubt, is whatever gun you're going to carry. Probably saw that coming. Some of you may have thought I saw that coming. Some of you may be pissed off that I tricked you. Okay, so I'm not going to give you a specific gun that's the best gun. I could tell you what I carry, what I have carried, what I know a lot of people carry, what works. But what you're going to hear me say, and I think you'll probably hear a lot of people say it if you take like concealed carry weapons classes or whatever, they'll tell you that the best concealed carry handgun in the world is the one that you're going to carry. Okay, what does that mean? Well, obviously that means if it's a gun that you're not going to carry for whatever reason, it's too big, too bulky, don't like the way it shoots, too shiny, I don't freaking know. If there's an excuse that you're not going to carry it, then it's not a concealed carry handgun and it's useless. It is the worst concealed carry handgun in the world because you're not going to take it with you. If you're not going to take it with you, it's a useless gun. So the best concealed carry handgun in the world is the one that you're going to take with you wherever you go. So make sure that you find one that you're going to take with you everywhere you go. Make sure it's either comfortable or you can shoot best with it, has the functions that you want on it, and you're going to carry it every day. Because if it's something that you're not going to carry, again, it's useless. So, for example, a lot of people want a gun that's super, super comfortable to carry, okay? But a really good friend of mine, I call him Cuz, who teaches classes and used to own a gun shop, would always famously say, concealed carry isn't about comfort, it's about safety. And he's absolutely 100% correct. So when you're carrying a firearm, you should not carry it with the mindset in your head that I want something that's really comfortable, so I'm going to get something that's small or is the wrong kind of caliber that I think I need, or something that you can't shoot crap with. If it's a gun that you take to the range and you can't hit anything with it, but yet you can carry it and it feels comfortable, it fits up against your skin right, it's the right size, it doesn't make my pants baggy, so I'm going to carry it even though I can't hit anything with it, well, you're stupid. Because again, concealed carry is about safety. It's not about comfort. So if something's going to be a little bit uncomfortable to carry, then adjust your wardrobe. Buy pants that are a size too big. Buy shirts that are a size too big. Because again, it's not about how you look, it's about safety. Okay, I think a lot of women run into this problem because they don't want to carry something that they think might be too bulky, so they can't wear their favorite, skirt or their favorite dress or their favorite tank top or whatever, because the gun that they really like to shoot with, that's their favorite gun, they can't carry because it's too big. It's more important to adjust your wardrobe than it is to adjust your gun. Now, if you can find a gun that fits with your wardrobe, that you like to carry, and you're accurate and really good at shooting, then by all means carry that gun. I'm not telling you to carry, say a Glock 19 because it can hold more rounds rather than a Glock 43, even though 43 is more comfortable. If you can shoot just as good with the 43 as you can the 19, then carry the 43 because it's smaller, it's more comfortable, and again, you're going to carry it. There is a fine line between safety and comfort, because I can say all I want. It's about safety, not comfort. But it goes back to my original point. If it's so uncomfortable that you're just not going to carry it, then it's useless. I'd rather have you carry a gun that's more comfortable, that maybe you're not that accurate with, than carry a gun than have a carry gun that's completely uncomfortable that you may be more accurate, but you're never going to carry it because it's uncomfortable. Okay. If you're in your car and the gun is like in your glove compartment or in your purse or wherever, and you're going to go into the store and you're thinking, oh, it's only for 10 seconds. I don't want to go through the hassle of putting that on. It's too bulky. It's too big. It's too heavy. I'm just going to leave it in the car because it's only 10 seconds. Then again, that's a useless carry firearm because you defeated the whole point of having it. You go in the store for that 10 seconds and it gets an armed robbery going on while you're in there. Then you're screwed because you left your gun out in the car because it wasn't comfortable enough to carry. So you want to find that balance. You want to find a gun that you can shoot well and shoot accurately, that is also going to be comfortable enough for you to wear, with, again, the eye always being on safety. So that's why, again, I say adjust yourself to the gun that you want to carry. Buy the bigger clothes, etc., etc. But it does have to be a gun that you want to carry. Otherwise, again, it's a useless gun. It's a paperweight that's just going to sit in your car, sit on your desk at home or whatever, because you're not going to carry it. So make sure you find a gun that you can carry. It should also be a gun that you like, okay? Not a gun, let me use the more technical term, firearm. Not a firearm, handgun, that somebody else tells you should carry, okay? The biggest pet peeve that I have whenever I go into a shop to look for a gun or talk to shop owners, or even people come to my office, again, I'm a lawyer, so people come to my office for a legal matter, they always talk shop, and they always ask me these kind of questions. What do you think I should carry? And it's a useless statement. People can give recommendations. People say, look, this is what I carry because I find it to be the most comfortable. This is what my wife carries because she finds it to be the most comfortable, etc. But take their advice and as a starting place, but don't just take their advice as an ending place. Just because your buddy says, hey man, the SIG 365 is the best freaking handgun you can carry, go out and buy that and you'll carry it every day, I guarantee it. Don't do that, because you have no idea if that gun is good for you. You don't know if the size is correct. You don't know if the sights are going to be sights that you like. You don't know if the weight ratio is going to be good enough for you to handle any blowback or anything like that. So make sure that you find a gun that is for you, handgun, firearm. I can't express that enough. So many people just walk into a gun store and say, hey, my friend says that I should carry this lightweight 38 because it's light, it's a revolver, so I don't have to worry about, clearing any jams or anything or working the slides. I don't have to worry about safety issues with mechanisms or whatever. So give me a Smith & Wesson Airweight because my girlfriend Patty says it's the best gun you can carry and that's what I want to carry. Well, that's ridiculous. And if you've never held it, you've never shot it, you don't know anything about how the action works, it's pointless, okay? So you can get advice from your friends. I would advise you, obviously, to get advice from the gun store and the people who work there, assuming it's a real gun store. Don't go get advice from the guy at your big box stores, because they're not gun people, okay? They're regular people that work in big box stores, and they stick them behind the firearm counter for that day. So make sure you go to a local small chain, local gun shop or whatever, and talk to the guy behind the counter, because most likely he's been doing this for decades, or somebody working there has, and they've seen it all, and they can make a better advice for you. And then I would recommend, obviously, if you can do it, most gun shops have ranges as well where you can rent firearms and shoot them first. So before you even purchase a firearm for your concealed carry, I would always recommend that you go to the gun shop, rent the firearm that you want to rent at a range, shoot it several times, and determine whether you think it's a good gun that you're going to shoot. Because, again, you don't want to buy a gun as your concealed carry, take it to the range for the first time and shoot it and be like, oh, I hate this thing. It hurts my wrist, or I can't hit anything with it. I don't like the action that it has. The trigger sucks. Well, guess what? Now you've dropped $400 or $500 on your firearm, and you're out of luck because you don't like the way that it shoots. So don't ever just buy a gun because somebody told you to. Do your research. Try different guns if you want. Rent 2 or 3 different kind of guns at a gun range. They don't care. They'll be more than happy to do it to you because they want you to buy a safe gun. Real gun places will. Your people that just want to sell you a firearm so they can make a profit they're going to tell you whatever you want. They're going to sell you a $3,000 Colt plate, nickel plated 1911 or something that's going to be useless because they want to make a huge profit. So find your local, hardcore gun shop, and they'll sell you the right gun because of what they want is for you to be safe. So I recommend that. Obviously, don't just buy a gun because somebody told you. Take the advice from the experts, and then even take their advice and translate it into actual real-world experience at a range before you actually commit to purchasing and carrying the correct gun. Okay. The next thing I would tell you to do is make sure you get a good holster. Okay. Holsters make all the difference in the world for the type of firearm that you're going to carry. Okay. It helps you carry bigger firearms that you never think you'd be able to carry if you find the right holster for it. It helps with bulkier firearms. Again, even smaller firearms. It helps with pocket carry if you can't carry something that goes in your waistband. If you want to carry something in your pocket, make sure you find the correct holster. I cannot stress that enough, because you could have a firearm that you think, man, there's no way I could carry this. It's too big. It's not comfortable. I really want to carry this one, but I can't. But you find the right holster for it, and guess what? Now all of a sudden, magically, you can carry it because the holster makes all the difference. So make sure you get a really good holster as well, because that will make all the difference. And if you can find a way to combine the two before you commit to purchasing, that's great. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to buy a holster and then carry it around before you buy the gun. You have to buy the gun and then try out multiple different holsters. Again, don't just rely on somebody who says, that's a great holster, go buy it. Take their advice for companies. Look, go buy from this company. They're great. But then try out the holsters from that company. Don't have people say, oh, the leather holsters are the best. It may not be the best for the firearm that you have. It may not be best for your skin or the type of the clothes that you want to wear. So again, don't just take people's advice. Do your research. Try out different holsters. If you go into a lot of gun shops, again, they'll have multiple different holsters there. They don't have a problem with you taking them out, trying them on, putting them in your pants, seeing how they fit. Buy a holster and try it out for a week or so. If you don't like it, don't automatically assume, well, that's it. I can't carry this gun. It's too big because it doesn't fit. Try out a different holster, because then that holster may make all the difference and you want to carry that firearm. So that's another big issue, obviously, is make sure you get the right holster for it. So we've got whatever gun you're going to carry is the best gun that you can carry. Don't just buy one that your friend said. Get a good holster for the one that fits your gun properly. Those are probably the three most important things you can do in carrying a firearm, okay? And you may have multiple different types of firearms that you like to carry. I know most people do, depending on the weather. If it's winter and you can carry a larger gun that holds, or a larger firearm, handgun that holds more ammunition, then you're going to wear that during the winter because you can wear thicker, bulkier clothes. Down here in Florida during the summer, if everybody's walking around in shorts and t-shirt, it's awful difficult. It's not impossible, again, with the right clothes and the right holster, to carry a full-size firearm like a Glock 17, but it is possible. But you may wear something different or carry something different. There's nothing wrong with having multiple carry guns depending on the situation. Sometimes if you're going to go to just a quick little run to the grocery store, you might carry a smaller firearm that has a smaller capacity because you're not likely to need large amounts. If you're going to do something like go to a movie theater or something where you might need a mall or something where you might need more ammunition because some crazy stuff could happen with multiple shooters or something, then you can carry the larger firearm and change the clothes that you're going to carry. So so that's the next thing I would say is you don't have to just commit to one type of concealed carry firearm. You can get different firearms for different occasions, for different locations, for different clothes that you could be wearing in the different seasons of the year. I ride motorcycles too, so I would certainly feel more comfortable carrying X type of firearm while I'm riding a motorcycle than I'm riding in my car, because again, the type of clothes that you wear are different. Your seating position is different. Where you're going, where you're getting on, where you're getting off, if you have a passenger or not. So there's all kinds of things that you go into that. So pick different firearms if you can afford it for the right situation that you're in, and carry multiple firearms. You can carry multiple. When I say that, I don't mean multiple together. Now, some people do. They have, one in their waistband, one in their ankle, whatever. But what I'm saying is have multiple firearms for different situations. It makes it so much easier to carry it, because again, what you want to do is get yourself in the habit of carrying everywhere you go. And if the reason you won't carry is because during the summer you don't want to carry your full-size gun or firearm, then get a different firearm. Get a smaller one that you can carry during the summer. Have multiple firearms. There's nothing wrong with that. That's that. And then the last thing I'm going to say, I'm going to touch on what I just talked about. If you can afford it, buy multiple guns. Cost. Okay. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people go into a gun shop and all they want to know is what the cost is because they're looking for cheap. Okay, they don't want to drop a whole bunch of money on a firearm. They just want to buy something cheap. They just want something to carry. But so sell me the. I'm not going to name them because I don't want to bash any particular companies. But we all know who they are. What are the cheap firearms? And half the time they don't work. They're crappy. Nobody likes them. But the people want to buy them because they're cheap. Because they want a gun to protect themselves, but they don't want to spend a lot of money on it. And the most important thing I ever heard one day, I was in a local gun shop, and the person was saying that. They were like, I just want the cheap gun. And the guy behind the counter literally asked him, well, how much is your life worth? Because what you're telling me is that your life is worth $200. Because you're telling me you only want to spend $200 on a handgun. You want a handgun to protect yourself, to carry with you for yourself and your family, but you don't want to spend more than $200 or $300. You're haggling over the price. So what you're telling me is that your life is worth $200 or $300 or whatever it is that your minimum, lowbrow that you're willing to spend. And so don't go in there with price. Look, price is an option, for everybody. I'm certainly not saying that just if you're poor and you can't afford it, you should not have a gun. Again, any firearm is better than zero firearms. So if that's literally all you can afford is a couple $100s for some cheap knockoff firearm, I'd rather have you carry that than nothing. But some of those firearms literally are worth nothing, and you'd be better off carrying a rock or something like that. But if that's literally all you can afford, that's fine. But I don't believe that. When I hear these people come in the store and haggle over the price, it's not because they can't afford it. It's just because they're trying to be cheap. And this is literally going to be the most important thing for protection that you could probably ever buy in your life is your concealed carry firearm, which you're going to carry with you. So why skimp on that? If you don't have a lot of money, save. Pawn something else because the firearm is more important than some tool that you have in the garage that you haven't used forever, or the extra TV that's in your house that nobody watches. Save up the money, buy a good quality firearm. Now that doesn't mean expensive. Again, you don't have to go out and buy the $3,000 firearm and say, oh, well, you get what you pay for. So if it's $3,000, it must be better. That's not true. Again, talk to the people at the gun shop. There are plenty of cost-effective firearms that you can buy for reasonable prices that pretty much everybody in America can afford if they just sell something or skimp some money or save like everybody else does. Because again, you don't want to be cheap with the most important purchase that I believe you'd probably ever make in your life. So make sure that you don't worry about the price as much as you would, again, if you were buying a TV or haggling over jewelry or something like that. It's okay to haggle over those things, but don't haggle or go in with this mindset, I'm just going to buy the cheapest gun here, even though I can afford a more expensive one. So keep that in mind, okay? So there you have it. That's the definitive answer. What do I carry? I mean, look, I won't hide it. I have a couple different carry handguns. I have a Glock 19, which 90% of the people in America do. So my full size gun I like to carry is a Glock 19. But again, it's Florida, so it makes it difficult to carry a Glock 19 everywhere you go. During the winter, sometimes you can. If I'm riding my motorcycle, I can because I'm always wearing protective gear when I ride the motorcycle. So there are times when I can wear the full size firearm. There are times when I can't because, again, it's not practical for a lot of the places I go and a lot of things that I do. So I have a smaller firearm as well. I have the 365. I used to have a Glock 43. I've got a couple of revolvers. So, I mean, look, and I've got holsters for all of them. Okay, there's a very good holster company in town that I get all my holsters from. And so they all have really good holsters that I like to carry them in. And so I adjust my wardrobe if I can wear bigger. Everything I buy is huge. Okay, my shirts are a size up easily from what I would normally wear. My pants are a size up from from where I will. And throw this in there while we're talking about it. Get the right belt as well. Okay, they make a lot of companies make awesome belts to carry your firearms, because if you just get some crappy belt, again, from Walmart, lots of times it won't carry your firearm correctly, and that may lead you not to carry the firearm because the belt is wrong. So last minute thing I'll throw in there to go with getting the right holster for carry is getting the right belt. So I'm one of these people that have multiple guns for multiple situations. Luckily, I'm in a situation where I can afford it, and so I have multiple guns for multiple situations. But if you can't, the right firearm is out there for everybody. Okay, there isn't anybody on the planet that shouldn't carry because their position is, I just can't find the right firearm to carry to feel comfortable with. That is a bold-faced lie. There are hundreds of firearms out there, hundreds of manufacturers, hundreds of types of firearms. There is a firearm out there for every person who wants one. Okay. So it's a little bit of a long video today, but it's a very important topic that I wanted people to know about. So make sure that if you're going to carry, and everybody should carry, those are the tips that I would follow. And if you follow all of those tips, then you will find the definitive answer to what is the best concealed carry firearm on the market today. Follow my steps. So as always, thanks for watching. Click and subscribe. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay open, and carry on, but make sure you find the right gun at firearm. But no matter what, carry on. See you guys later.